DJ, you go crazy.
DJ UTV, let them know who we got in the building.
Kutthroat Royal.
KTS Royal, what you on, gang?
Bullin', man, you know how to go. Staying out the way, getting to this pay.
Well, welcome to DJ UTV. It's definitely a blessing to have you. Welcome back home, right? I understand you just got done doing some time.
You know that.
How long were you just gone?
Just a year.
Well, it was like less than a year, wasn't it?
Yeah. 9 months.
Type shit. Because I know when I first reached out to you for an interview, it was back in February. And you had got locked up like shortly after.
Yeah, like 3 days after.
Type shit. So you had got arrested for like all these, you got arrested for like ammo? Possession of a firearm, or what you get locked up for?
Attempt murder, possession of firearms by a felon, and 2 levels of intimidation, level 5.
Yeah. That's when they say you called multiple employees at the regional mental health center and was threatening them.
Yeah, that was cap. You know, them white folks out there, so they made a whole little story up type shit.
Yeah. What's the real story? They said you was threatening them like you finna blow this motherfucker up.
Shit, I ain't say shit too. They just made up a bunch of lies and built a case, made a case out of something. That's why I'm out, because basically the case was full.
Really?
Just had, you feel me? They had inside police working with them, so the police was fake exaggerating the situation for them and shit. Then they raided my car illegally. They weren't supposed to go in my car. They wanted my shit illegally. No warrant, no nothing. Just ran in my car, unlocked my doors, took my guns and shit out of my car and shit, tried to charge me with them. If you know law, you know that's fruits of a poisonous tree. You can't charge them after you detain them for some shit like that. So it was like they couldn't hold the case. That's why I got all my paperwork. Say basically like they couldn't meet count 1 without beyond reasonable doubt. So it's like they couldn't charge me with the shit. They had to drop a lot of shit.
Right.
So I took a year on intimidation. You feel me? But that was it. The rest of that shit got dropped, dismissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you still like having legal issues, or is it over with?
Shit, I'm still fighting cases right now.
You got more?
Hell yeah. Gun cases I was out on bond for and shit already. Little shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is our first time talking. This is our first time getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? So definitely want to take it from the top. Can you tell us where you from?
I'm from 79th and I'm from 49th. I'm from 2 different hoods. So like I grew up back and forth, 49th to 79th. I used to be with my big brother now. I used to be with my cousin. I'm on Lakeside. So go back and forth a lot. But that's it. 49, 79th, that's it.
So basically like between the low end and Lakeside?
No, the back of the yards.
Okay.
Back of the yards, like we one of the black gangs in the back of the yards type shit, but I'm KTS. Me and my brother was 2 Cutthroats from Lakeside. But we flipped Cutthroat from the lake, but we still hit our own blocks type shit.
Okay.
So we just going back and forth with four them, coming back with bro now. So then a lot of them was trapping on our shit. We was trapping on, you know how this shit go.
Yeah.
Just like you intertwining with folks now. Them the guys, so we're going back and forth. My brother KY, you know. So they niggas know. I don't gotta say too much though.
And you said you are the only black gang over in the back of the yards.
No, you got us. You got Motown right there. Shit, in the back of the yards, yeah, we get a lot of black folks who just.
But it's like mostly Mexican or Hispanic.
Yeah, it's a lot of Latinos too. You got Rossards, SDs, 2-6s, Saints. Got a lot of different gangs back there. You feel me?
Latin Kings.
Like, Latin Kings not back there, but they in the town, so they be over there with Mo now in the town. So we right on our block, the Marshfield. That's right on the borderline of Motown. So
right.
We used to get to it with the Mo's right there and shit back in the day, but you know, a lot of niggas died. A lot of shit changed the streets. A lot of niggas died. A lot of niggas, they still got headquarters right there though, but they be just trapping right there now. So like, and my uncle T.Y. was the Mo's and shit right there. So it was like our block, we hit anything on that bitch. You could be anything on our shit. We accept you if we accept you. You one of the guys and we fuck with you. So
right.
You know, we brought a lot of niggas to our hood and they got money through the block, you feel me? But our block of money getting blocked. So that's basically a trap block. We come over there get money. And we fuck with you, we'll let you get some money, you feel me? But we ain't fuck with a lot of niggas. A few Lakeside niggas was able to come to our hood and shit, that's it. Word. Everybody else was pretty much from right there, where we was from.
So around what age would you say you jumped off the porch and, you know, started hanging out with your brother?
I've been in the street since 15. My mom kicked me out the crib. I was staying on 61st and Fairfield. She kicked me out the crib and moved on the low end to the Dearborn. So shit, since 15, I've been in the streets of Chicago, running around.
Okay. So let's talk about that. Your mom kicked you out.
Yeah.
What'd she kick you out for?
I got kicked out of school and was bad as hell already. Okay. Trying to follow my big brother steps, KY. And shit, just started doing what bro was doing and shit. She's like, go stay with your daddy and shit. My daddy stayed over east on 7636 South Marquette. That's where my daddy stayed at. And my mama stayed out south on 49th and Winchester. So that's why I was really back and forth. You feel me? So like, I'll be on Winchester to Marshfield. That's our shit. We run the whole strip, 48th to Damon, then 260s and shit right there. They all was locked in with us. When nobody tweaking with us through there, we was the only black family really on that block. You feel me?
Okay.
But we Marshfield, it was a soul block, Latin soul block, but they killed my uncle, so we took over the block type shit. So once they killed Unc, we took their shit over and we've been right there since shit. And you know, you could do your research on that type of shit. That shit really, niggas know that was Latin soul block first, but we took the block over type shit. And after we did that shit, we started getting into it with Bobo and them, 51st Woods and shit like that. We was getting into it with them. That was our first ops and shit though. But we got down on their ass and they ass never played with us again. Like, you feel me? They'd get into it with us through the grapevine, but you like, niggas ain't trying to bump with us. They know how we coming back there.
But now, like, Bobo and them, that's like a younger crowd compared to you, right?
Yeah, I was into it with they big homies. So like the age they is now, I was they age when they big homies was trying to kill me type shit. Like, you feel me? But they really been trying to smoke me since I was like 16 though.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like they been shooting at us and shit though. Like shit been going on. But you know, that's why like when I got over east, I started having real life fun. Cause like when I was out south, I had to watch my back all the time. Cause I was already in tour with motherfuckers on the town and woo, you feel me? Like I was a tour with everybody growing up. So then once I got over east, that was just new ops type shit, you feel me? So I'm going back and forth to my daddy hood. Now I got new ops over here. I'm getting to it with no limbs and shit like that. I used to be around Pee Wee, all the niggas riding the 79 bus, all that shit. Used to be at Rainbow Beach and shit. Being shit, one day them niggas stopped me and my homies. They told me like, y'all can't come over here no more type shit. And that's when shit really turned for me. Like, I'm like, yeah, I see how they playing this shit. Motherfucker make everybody gotta pick a side. So you either gonna go to the town, be no limit, or you go come to the lake, be with us. And a lot of niggas we fuck with on the lake, they just start flipping no limb. Like, you'll be on the block with folks today and now he down there with them niggas, like, he'll be like, damn, folks, you know. I watched a lot of niggas change sides, so it was like, damn, folks, this shit really full. Niggas switching sides and shit. Yeah. But when I moved with my daddy ass shit on the east side, that's when I just stayed over east type shit. I'm like, fuck it, I ain't going back out south. So I just stayed over east.
Yeah, man, we don't get to hear too many over east stories, you know what I'm saying? You definitely the first cutthroat that we, you know, the head on the couch. And even, you know, on the opposing side, well, we talked to a couple guys, you know, from your opposing side. But tell us, though, like, you know, how did you link up with KTS? You know what I'm saying? How did that come about?
Oh, shit, what I was doing. Shit, that's when I really started hanging on the lake. When I started really hanging on the lake, shit, that's really how I got KTS. Dre was on the lake. That's when everybody was on the lake. Von was on the lake. Everybody was on the lake. And shit, I don't know, like I'll be over there with Pasto a lot, just kicking it with Pasto, Tyshawn, and the brothers. We had like 3 sets of brothers over there, like all brothers, and they was all like, you feel me? So like, then really, real, I don't know, KTS real, he really the one that brought me to the block type shit, like, you feel me? It's kind of weird, because it's like, them my cousins too, so it's like, at the same time, it's like, we didn't know we was cousins, but Gucci was already hanging on my block out south. That's real big brother. You feel me? So he was already hanging on our block ourselves with my big brothers. You feel me? So he was just like a big brother to me. So I was growing up on the folks and I'm like just paying attention to folks and why they hustling, getting money and shit like that. And shit, I got kicked out of school and shit. Me and Real went to Gage Park together too. So it was like shit. I kept running into his ass like no matter where I went. It's like I think I was at Gage Park. Some niggas tried to get down on me or some shit. And Real just popped out of nowhere like y'all ain't touching shorty. Like you feel me? I'm looking at the nigga like, oh, you need your help, Scud. You have to just say that like I'm good at this bitch. Like you feel me? My people from right here off Rockville and shit. You feel me? So like I was really decent in that bitch, but folks just took the initiative like, man, stop playing with shorty. We all ain't finna touch shorty in this bitch. Like he turned up in the school. And that was like, oh, well, I had to be like 17, 16 when I first met Real. And I ain't even know Real, but he treated it in the hallway like, y'all ain't touching folk, woo, woo. That was it. And after that, I just kept seeing his ass and shit. Next thing you know, it was funny. I come on the block, my first time on the lake, I come on the block. I come over there with like, it was a BD Richard and all them first hit the block with me. So like as soon as I touched the lake, Real standing on the corner like in front of Margaritas, he like, hey, shorty, check it out. Woo. I pop off the bus. What's up, shorty? Boy, what your ass doing over here? What is my hood right here? Woo. Yeah. For them. Then Gucci walk up. Boy, what the fuck you doing over here? Boy, that's my little brother. You feel me? Like, damn, y'all brothers for y'all whole time. Cause this when matter of fact, I was on my way to my daddy house. You feel me? And that's when I started seeing all the ass on the lake. I'm like, y'all get over here, boy. Y'all ass right here. Like, hell yeah, for we right here every day, folks. And I just started hanging over there every day, like I'm over here with folks in the every day, shit. I was going through the town and shit, hooping and shit, cause that's when I was playing ball and shit. So I really was through the whole hood with a basketball on phone, like walking around the whole lake, fucking all the bitches and shit. All the hoes on the east side love me, like if niggas want to be technical. If you ain't gotta ask the streets, you can ask the bitches. They'll tell you where they met me at. A lot of them bitches, I met the whole 79th standing in front of Margaritas. You feel me? That's how everybody know me. You feel me? They used to be seeing me in front of Margaritas or in front of Foot Locker. In front of the laundromat, Sharks and shit, when back in the day, you feel me? When they hit the churches right there on 79th and 79th and Saginaw, I used to be in front of churches all day. So like, or I'll be on that Colfax bus stop. Like, I used to be all through that bitch, 24. We'd be standing up there all day. Like, we really was outside on the east side, you feel me? So like, that's when phone them started really like, we fuck with folks. Like, folks really be outside, like what, he on that type of time too. Like, I ain't dug no smoke. And then when I first see Dre, he come on the block, he woo, he trying to see who with it type shit. I'm already with this type of shit, you feel? We already getting it on backyard type shit. So like he come first day and he's, hey, check it out, folks. Walk with me, woo. Me and folks, we walk around the whole hood, like me and Dre. We just walk around the whole hood together, like he got his bitch with him, one of his baby mamas, I think at the time. She had the 40 on her in a baby stroller and shit. Me and folks walk through the hood. Everybody start running from us. They start seeing us walk around that bitch. They running. We hitting Colfax. We walk all the way from. We walk from 79th. We walk from 79th and Marquette. We walk straight up. We get to like Burham, go around Burham, then we shoot up through the town. We just walking through that bitch. You feel me? I'm starting to see everybody scatter folks. Why they running from us? You feel me? Like me and folks like folks. We walking down blocks and shit. Folks yelling at niggas like, don't run that bitch. Yeah, this us. Woo, woo. Like, that's what Dre. Dre was like, that's the type of nigga he was. He, don't run, bitch. This us. Yeah, we coming. Woo, woo. But it's just me and Dre and this bitch. So I'm tweaking like, this nigga really trying to get wild with just me. And he don't even know me for real. It's just know like, Dre knew who was killers. You feel me? So when he seen certain niggas, like I guess he had been watching me type shit. So that was his day to test me and shit. And then after that shit, we just started seeing me being in the hood all the time. And he'll see me on the lake here. Folk, man, your ass need to come home, folks. Your ass be around this bitch all day, folk. Woo, woo, you need to come home, folks. Woo, woo. I'm already home. I'm with all the guys back here, folk. Woo, I'm with Pasto every day. I'm with Dion. I'm with the brothers, folk. Isaiah and them. My best friend Josh at the time. You know, they killed folks. Rest in peace, folks. That was my best friend. But you know, folk them was really training me to the hood, like introducing me to the block and shit as a shorty. So like, I'm learning the game ways, cuts, woo, woo. Then, you know, a lot of niggas was with us, so that's why it was really hard to like analyze who Ops was at the time, cause you feel me? I used to know Mally them and Smiley them, the NoLimit, so they used to be like on like Muskegon in the alley though, like right on 79 behind the fish store and shit like that in these buildings and shit. And they used to play the cut through to Burham type shit. So I'm walking through they shit with them a lot. Like I was hooping with Mally, Doo-Wop them. All them niggas always hooping the shit in their backyard here like a court and shit. I'm back there with all they. This one Blue Wedding with shorties, all that shit. But he had already met all they little ass like before they even jumped off the porch type shit.
Yeah.
Before them. And shit. Folks blew us down one day, and that's how I really knew who he was. The little Smiley, you feel me? I was coming out of Margaritas getting me a submarine. And I see his little ass over the car. Shit, he blow me down, you feel me? He down and hit me for them. That's when I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta get up on point. These little niggas are playing ball, you feel me? Cause I'm coming from out south. Like, it was like that already. Short I ain't know I was lacking and shit. Business changed me over there.
And you have been shot before, correct?
Yeah, by Lil Chris. That's the one that told on his deathbed.
Oh, Mad Max?
Yeah. It was fluky though. I was on live and shit, tweaking with him. I did some lame shit, folks. I came outside like 2 a.m, drunk as hell, and stood on the block and shit, not paying attention live. I had my location on and shit. You feel me? Shit, pulled up. But you know, it is what it is. You live and you learn.
Where he hit you at?
In the leg and foot. But it's like, he skinned me in the leg, but he hit me in the foot. So I was on crutches for like 6 months or so.
Okay. Is that the only time you've had a near-death experience?
No, hell no. I got shot at plenty of times playing on that east side. Yeah, you would just be walking, blow you down. Like, that's how the east side is. Like, you would just be thinking this chicken ass pop out and Swiss cheese, some shit like right around you. You feel me? Like, you be like, damn. So like, got down on me a lot when I first jumped out here when I was a shorty. I got down on a lot, but it's like I was getting down on a lot too though. So it was like that shit was breaking even type shit. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, you taking L's, but you really ain't taking no L's because you really getting back. So like that's when I started getting back. I started getting a lot of get back. So it was like shit. Yeah, I had some bad days, especially when I was fucked up and had no money. You feel me? But you connect your dots as you get older and you survive through this shit. You start learning like, I can't do this. I gotta do this. I gotta move like this. And you feel me? I ain't gonna lie. Once you start getting money though, you gonna really be like, fuck the trenches. Like when niggas start getting money, that's when that shit. Like motherfucker be doing all this. What's gonna stop the violence in Chicago? Get them niggas some money. Give motherfucker an opportunity to make some money. Yeah, y'all blowing up 1, 2, 3 niggas off a block. That ain't everybody on that block. Still fucked up. You feel me? So like, when you give all us some money, we ain't gonna have time for each other. We gonna be out enjoying life. I'm trying to go buy a yacht. I'm trying to go buy a mansion out here. Ooh, get out the way, folks. They got money. Ain't no more. When I start getting money, that's when I start moving around, folks. Like, I started getting that money. That's when I was like, fuck the block. You feel me? Like, that's really what the block for. The block is to get money. You go on the block to get money. And shit, if you ain't out there with no product, you ain't getting no money. So what you on the block for? You in the way. So it was like, shit, I ain't finna be in the way. You know what I'm talking about? Like, my thing wasn't trapping. Yeah, I sold 8 balls and DC and did that shit as a shorty, but my gift for gab was bitches. So once I learned, like, oh, I know how to play with bitches. Like, that's for getting my money. Like, and that's how I started fucking niggas up. Cause it was like, you work, my bitch is working, and they getting money. You on the block working a bag after bag, you trapping, then you gotta go re-up. And, ooh, I got this bitch giving me a racket a week. You feel me? I'm buying guns, I'm buying this, I'm sliding the phone, them OT, they getting me right, I'm coming back, now I'm situated, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I just start connecting my dots. Cause the flow been set for me. My mama was a BD, my daddy one of the moles, so it's like, this gang shit, it was already set in stone for us, for real. But it's like, shit, and my big brother really took over, paved the way for me, KY, so it was like, shit, follow big bro steps, he know what he doing, but big bro was just sloppy, he was just a killer, you feel me? So he ain't really think about the long run and this shit. He just was like trying to count folks. This before the rap shit, folks trying to get his body count up. You feel me? So like that's the type of niggas I grew up with. Like, that nigga around me was trying to catch a B. Oh no, and all my homies did murders. I ain't talk to nobody unless they hit a body. That's why niggas don't know me. All the goofy niggas you see trying to reach out to me and talk to me, they don't talk to me because they ain't talk to me when I was on the block with them. I only talk to killers. I don't even socialize with no niggas that ain't no killers. I've been around some goofy niggas, but it was to have fun. It wasn't no, I'm not gonna go put my life on the line with you type shit. Like, no, I go to a party with you. If I know folks, I'm through that bitch and I'm good over there, yeah, I'll go slide, you feel me? But a lot of times I was like keeping niggas away from me that wasn't with the shit. Like, Cause I know that's how I stay alive. Cause I'm know like if this bitch get cracking, you ain't gonna blow. You ain't gonna you gonna let us die, shorty. So I start separating niggas, folks. Like I just start paying attention. Like nah, folks ain't gonna get active. I ain't finna be around his ass, boy. His ass goofy for real. You feel me? But you don't gotta tell no nigga they're goofy. You just play them for their position, like type shit. You feel me? But
Right.
I've been around a lot of goofies, and that's how I got a lot of shit happen to me. Being around goofy ass niggas, you feel me? So as you start learning, like I wouldn't be in this situation if your goofy ass it should be like rocket science, only rocket science. So you be like, yeah, all right, bet this how to come with this shit right here, cause he a goofy. So now when I'm moving around, cause you will be around some goofy ass niggas for when niggas will be getting down on them, and like you just got to pay attention to that shit. Like damn, he really just going on his goofy ass, and if he going on him, birds of a feather flock together. He gonna try to go on you. So. If you don't know how to separate that shit right then, I start like niggas will come trying to do what they doing to me. Wait, don't do that with me, gang. I don't even play like that, folks. Don't play with dude. You feel me? Like, and that's how I was. You feel me? Like niggas be trying to play with me, folks, but it's like in real life they can't play with me. Like ain't no nigga ever touched me. I ain't never been slapped. Ain't no nigga took nothing from me. Nigga never did shit to me, folks. Probably when I was a kid, the ops, I give them that. They did some shit to me when I was a shorty, trying to embarrass me. But since I've been teenage, older, I've been fucking ops up from 51st all the way to 79th. Any nigga play with me, they get embarrassed, folks. Bro.
Can you tell us about the tattoo you got on your neck, the day you went and got it, and you know, all that? Because I know that, you know, it's a few of y'all that share the same tattoo, right?
Oh, this was, you know, back to that one story you asked me, like, how I get the Cutthroat shit. Right. You know, Dre bagged me to be Cutthroat and shit for like summers. Like, it was summers, folks, just to be like, you over here every day, folks. Ain't no way you ain't finna turn out, folks, with the guys, folks. Like, we gotta know you really locked in type shit. And, you know, me hanging with the pastor every day and shit, I just was like, fuck it, you feel me? You know what? What's up, folks? What you trying to do, folks? Man, you gotta burn this dollar cut, you feel me? Like, so I was like, we all hung on Marquette. So it was like, yeah, I could have went on Manistee and locked in with folks now for real. But, you know, Manistee headquarters. But I was really having fun on Marquette. Like, that's why I started off there, like Marquette. So it was like, all the Cutthroats came from Marquette type shit, you feel me? But all the Lakers was still on the Stee, you feel me? So it's like, we hanging on Marquette, folk them hanging on Manistee. I'm not, if you want to hang on Manistee, you really got to sell drugs. So that's what folk them doing. They trapping their ass off. So like, I wasn't trapping for real. So it was like, shit, fuck I'm over there for. I'm not finna go hang with folks. None of these, I'm out here with folks. I'd rather game bang and catch an out type shit. Like, we front line, that's what we do. I'd rather go walk down there on these no lacking videos and patch a nigga up like folks do, you feel me? That's the shit I was interested in. I was more interested in getting hurting motherfuckers, you feel me? But it was like, that's because I was just growing up wild like that. That's how that's the type of time I was on. I was trying to catch a op, do shit to niggas. Like, but you know, we did shit to a lot of niggas, but it's like, folks them call it karma, you feel me? They say, folks, this our karma, folks. All the shit we getting back. Cause it's like, we really did our thing on the east side, folks. Like, if you know about Lakeside, I'm gonna let somebody else come tell a Lakeside story, but I'm gonna tell my story. But
so it's a difference between Lakeside and Cutthroat.
Yeah, folks them don't. A lot of niggas don't fuck with the Cutthroats on the lake, but they respect our gangster, you feel me? Because they know folk them we get wild. But a lot of niggas for years was like, we ain't KTS, we Lakeside. Y'all gotta move around with that shit type shit. Like, a lot of fool shit happened in the hood, so it was like, I flipped Cutthroat on the lake, you feel me? This is my story. When I flipped Cutthroat with Dre on the lake, Dre was doing a lot of fuck shit in the hood. Like, niggas was from the lake was like, for your ass gotta move around, for you can't be over here, you over here doing shit, taking pipes from niggas and, you know, leaving the block dry and shit. Like, they feel like my homie them died because Dre took pipes off the block type shit. So a lot of niggas was like, fuck Dre in the hood, you feel me? But it's like, Dre had already made his imprint on the lake, this where you from, you feel me? So it was like, yeah, you can say fuck folk, but folks, if folks want to be over here, he still gonna be over here because that's the type of nigga he was, you feel me? You ain't finna just move him around, but folks took the initiative and moved around and went to the pocket. That's where folks and them started pocket town shit. That's why I don't know the Cutthroats from the pocket, because it's like, I know of them, like Ruger, Danny G, and them niggas that was around Von, you know, if Perry and all them. I know of them because of Von and Dre, you feel me? So it's like, I wouldn't have never went to the pocket if it weren't for Von and Dre calling my phone like, folks, slide to the pocket, like, slide over here, folks. That's why I slid on St. Lawrence and wherever else they was at over there, because I was coming to see my brothers, you feel me? And shit, well, cousin them, that's who I was coming to see, Dre and Von. I wasn't coming over there for nobody else, you feel me? And that's how I met Spook. All them niggas really, they been trying to tweak with me type shit. Like they tried to tweak me first. Yeah, I met them niggas. Like they come, I'm in the trap with like Dre and Von and all the cutthroats from over there get coming in the trap. Now we in the twins' crib. This when they had the crib. We in they shit. Now I walk in that bitch, everybody getting that bitch trying to. I feel like they tested my gangster because I'm getting that bitch spooking all. I'm like, who the fuck is those? Whoa. You feel me? They keep on trying to ask who I'm is. So I'm standing there with Dre and Von. I'm like, folks, tell them niggas quit asking me who I'm. Tell them niggas quit asking who I'm is and tell them to come ask me who I'm is. You feel me? That's when folk like Dre like, y'all heard what the fuck he just said? Von like, y'all heard the nigga? Y'all heard the fuck he just said? That's when Spook walk up to me. He like, well, who the fuck is you? You feel me? Vinny like, boy, y'all not finna tweakle shorty. This is folks, boy. He from the lake. This cut from the lake. Ooh, Vinny get to talking for me. You feel me? So I was like, I ain't gotta talk Vinny. I already go, you know. So Vinny really set everything straight. Like, y'all not finna play with folks from the lake. This one ours. You feel me? He shut all that shit down. Vinny did. So it was like, after that shit, I'm just like, all right, I know how to play these niggas. So I'm going around folks while he in his crib. Von always wanted me around him. So it was like, he'd call me out the blue like, for him right here, pull up or pop out like. And I'll just pop out like, folks, you feel me? I come to trap, folks be in that bitch half sleep off the lane and shit like that. I just be in that bitch bowling with folks and them like, this is my brother, folks. Like, but it's like a lot of niggas still ain't like me, folks. So it's like you gonna get that, folks. Like I'm just different. Niggas like, folks ain't like us, like woo. But it was like at the time I might have not been, but it was getting to that point, you feel me? But it was like I'm a slow learner, folks. I'm slow as hell. So it's like I'm paying attention, but the shit I'm learning now, it ain't gonna register like probably like another 6 months. Cause then I'm gonna catch it and be like, damn, that bitch ass nigga tried to play with me, or damn, that nigga really tried to get down on me, or did they try to go on me? And that's when it hit me. Then I double back like, boy, your ass tried to go on me like I was a bitch or something. Like, and that's why niggas say folks crazy, cause I ain't going. But once I realized you tried to go, now I'm finna get on your ass. You feel me? And that's how I was. For like, I was a slow learner, folks in the trenches. And it helped me though. That benefit me, cause it's like a lot of niggas was moving fast as fuck. And by me having that delay in the trenches, you need that shit. Cause it's like you jumping out there. Like I lost a lot of homies that died early because they ain't had that delay. You feel me? Phone, we gotta do this right now. We should gotta take care of this shit. I'm in the cut like, boy, y'all ass tweaking. Leave that shit alone right there. You feel me? But niggas like, man, fuck that. And they getting out there, and that's why shit really getting to what it's getting, cause like niggas ain't had that delay. They got that rush button. Yeah, shit, niggas in the rack don't care. They live for the moment. You feel me? They living for the glory in the moment. So it's like shit. Once I start catching on, like niggas ain't living. They ain't trying to live. They want to die to this shit. Like that's when I start really analyzing shit and separating niggas and shit. So I just hit my own little lane, folks. And then it's like growing up, I always was taught to be a leader, not a follower. You feel me? So it was like, yeah, I was accepting a lot of shit because I'm around my niggas. So it was like, woo out the bam. Folks here at the stamp first. He been here. He doing this. He been doing this. You feel me? So it was like with me, I'm like, I'm really in the cut, but I'm like, really want to be on top of this shit. Like for real, I'm like watching this shit, but I'm like, I'm one of them niggas that's like, I could do this shit way better. You feel me? So I'm watching how y'all running this shit, but I feel like I could run it way better. Like even on the block, in the trap with the guys, and they trapping. I feel like I sell way more drugs than you. I feel like if I had the guns you got, I'll be way more gangster than you. Like that's me. You feel me? So that's how I was in the trenches. So like I'm like an analyst in the trench. You feel me? So I analyze everything around me. That's why I'm still alive. That's why I'm 33 and can still talk my shit. You feel me? Yeah. Cause niggas ain't thinking like this, folks. They talk about me like a dog, but I'm really smarter than all they ass, and I'm really gonna have my way till I die. You feel me? Fuck me.
Yeah, I definitely have read several comments, you know, about KTS Royal being slow. Yeah. But I could tell you from talking to you these past 29 to 30 minutes, you're not slow. You feel me?
I'm the smartest nigga in the trenches.
You're not slow.
And I'm in the trenches.
I thought you was slow myself before you even put on, man.
Yeah.
Man, let me see what's to this nigga.
Cause you know, in the rack, you gotta have that. In the rack, you gotta have that. You gotta have that it factor. And you gotta have that unpredictable factor. Yeah. So like, the image they got on the internet of me, they can have that shit. Run with that shit. The real me, I'm about $1, folks. I'm trying to get some money. I'm trying to fuck some bad bitches. I'm trying to make some raw ass music. And I'm trying to look good. You feel me?
And now speaking on the dollar, I'm glad you just brought it up because I did want to ask before I forget. You mentioned Dre telling you to burn $1. Yeah. And we interviewed KTS Gotti, right? The young lady, light skin. You know Gotti?
Never heard of her.
Okay, well, she told
She ain't
us.
KTS, dude. She probably affiliate, but she ain't KTS.
Okay, well, the Gotti that went viral.
And that's why niggas hate me too. I also be telling niggas who not KTS and who is.
Okay.
So niggas be like, how the fuck you gonna tell us we ain't KTS? Like, that's why they tell me I'm not KTS, because I started telling them they wasn't KTS. So a lot of niggas will be like, you ain't cut, you ain't KTS. But really, I feel like I'm more of a member than you niggas because I come from the headquarters where this shit really started at. You feel me? Y'all got it with father that shit. They brought this shit to y'all. We was already getting that on the lake, like KTS. Like, that's really what, that's why that shit on my neck. Like,
Right.
we been doing that. You feel me? Like, you niggas won't really cut for real. Y'all was around the cuts. You feel me? Like, y'all was around the brothers, but this where they started at on this lake. You feel me? So niggas really got wild on the lake, folks, to the point like this where folks them came from. So it's like, that's why niggas, like, for them look at niggas from the pocket like them Dre them kids. You feel me? And to us, it's like Dre them our brother. They just folks them. Like, they regular niggas on the lake. You feel me? But to the pocket of shit, they guys, because it's like, they showing these niggas the ropes. And they bringing this shit to they, you feel me? They bring this shit to them. So it's like, them they did. Yes, they did. He's like, Von was they daddy type shit. You feel me? But to me, Von was my brother. You feel me? My cousin. You feel me? Like, it wasn't. And that's the shit that goes back to it. So a lot of niggas was just under that cloth. Like, man, folks was bigger than everything. And you feel me? But Von was calling me a lot. I was telling Von a lot, like, to get out the streets. I was telling Von a lot, like, folks, let's just get to the rap shit, folks. Like, I'm locked in with KP them. They got this song with Chief Keef. They chopper go bang, and this shit hot right now. Short them really having their way in the club. So I'm trying to get Von into the club. Because that back then, I was in the club all night. I'm at Adriana, Red Diamond, KODs. I'm doing shows every night. So, like, folks them come pick me up off the lake. Like, late night, take me straight to the club. Like, you feel me? Fresh off a drill, folks them taking me to the club. I done been around Chief Keef, Fredo, all them niggas, Reese. I've been in the club with them niggas at KOD and shit and VIP. You feel me? With Twister and all them niggas, like. And that's why niggas ain't even know. I had my Cutthroat hoodies and shit on when I was around them niggas, but niggas ain't really know nothing about Cutthroat. I was really pushing that shit in them clubs. Like, niggas was running to me in the clubs and shit like, the fuck is that, folks? We from Lakeside, you feel me? So I'm really putting folks them on some mainstream shit. Like, I was putting us on mainstreamly, folks, but niggas weren't paying attention, you feel me? Like, if niggas jumped on my way back then when I was doing that, when I hit them, when I was with Fuck Fame doing it on me, I did the mixtape with DJ Sean, DJ Dave, Chicago Kid Dave, and Amaris. When I did that mixtape and shit, I hit the whole city buzzing. You feel me? And I was like 13. I was here shit buzzing with them tapes. I was all in the club performing, doing shows and shit, like winning contests, making money. And I've been around Lil Mouse, all they little goof ass. Like, I really been around there. Herb ran out the club when he saw me. I came at Adrian on the side door. As soon as he saw me, I walked the VIP, trying to get around to him. 5 Star was performing. Herb seen me in the crowd. He pushed his people, they got out of there, folks. We really ran them clubs, folks. Like, I just felt like I wasn't getting my just due. I wasn't getting my proper respect in them clubs, folks. Like, I'm going in there under another nigga name. Like, hell no, I'm not finna be second fiddle to no nigga, folks. I'm KTS Royal. I'm in the trench, folks. I got my own name. And it's like, that's the shit that made me get out the club. Cause it's like, these niggas ain't respecting my gangster folks. Or they ain't respecting my craft, folks. Like, and I'm like, I'm putting too much in this shit, folks. And I'm still second fiddle to niggas. Like, no, folks, I'm supposed to be front line, folks. You feel me? Like, and that's why I was like, if y'all ain't gonna push me, fuck this shit. Like, I was around labels and shit. Hell, all this ink trying to fuck ink a deal with me and first string niggas, and when niggas was promoting niggas in the city and shit. I wasn't pushing with that shit because niggas weren't trying to put me first. They was all on P. Rico and them dick, all on King Samson them dick, all on, you feel me? Chief Keef them. Like, they was riding waves of these niggas everybody was chasing this clout, trying to get around these niggas. So it was like, I'm gonna just play the back, you feel me? Cause I'm already knowing the way Chicago made, a lot of these niggas gonna die. A lot of these niggas gonna get fucked up. And that's why I feel back. And you see how it changed? Now look who you talking to. A lot. Yeah. I've been knowing what was going on. I just played the back seat, folks. Sometimes you gotta be humble. Yeah. And I just been humble through it all, folks. Like, I know I'm raw than all these niggas musically and got more talent than all these niggas and look better than all these niggas. And I know I'm that, you feel me? But it's like, shit, they ain't ready to give me my clout, folks. They ain't give me my flowers yet, folks. I should have been got my flowers in the rack, folks. Niggas got out putting kids in front of me now. It's to that point, you feel me? Like, y'all don't want to see Royal win at all in the rack. And I feel like that's what built my anger with me within my city. Chicago built this anger in me. That's why y'all get that crazy ass Royal on. Fuck everybody, I'll kill anything in the rack. Fuck all y'all. That came from years of saying fuck me. And now it's like, before I kill anybody out here, before I lost my mama and my brother same day, before I don't got no filter, folk. Nigga walking this bitch right now, I'ma Swiss cheese they ass. You feel me? Cause it's like, that's the type of time I'm on now, folk. Like, y'all made me like this, folk. I was cool as hell. I was the coolest nigga in Chicago. Literally, everybody with me. Everywhere I went, they talked to me. I can go stand on any block and nigga don't play with me. And I was really like that, folk, anywhere through the rack. And I done stood on every block in Chicago. You name these hot blocks you talk about, from the M block, from the Flash on M block, from any block. I stood on O block. I stood on Lamron. Every block you name, I done stood on that bitch. Niggas know. I've been all through 600, on 600. I done been through there, standing on 8 blocks. I done been all through MOB, in a party with Dusky. Like, I done been doing this shit already. Like, I was fucking with BD bitches from Front Street, on Front Street. Like, I've really been around the whole rack for real.
Yeah. And so with you being, you know, like you mentioned earlier, 33 years of age, you've really been around since the start of the drill scene. So, you know, when the fans think about the start of the drill scene, of course, they, you know, related to Chief Keef and Lil Durk and Lil Reese. But on the east side, you had Lil Herb and Lil Bibby, right? And so when they blew up, how did that affect you and the crowd you was running with at the time?
But at the time, we ain't even know Herb. We knew about Bibby. Bibby was just a hustler, though. He was just trapping, but we ain't know Herb. Herb was just like, we ain't get on to Herb till he started dissing folks now. So we like, how the fuck he dissing folks now and we never seen them? How the fuck you dissing folks now and we ain't never been around you? You dissing the guys, but we never seen you outside. Like, literally never seen you standing on the block. Like, we done walked down there, did no lacking videos, walked all through the town. Nobody ever saw you. You feel me? And I done been around all them, like, Faison, all them done ran from me before. I mean, like, Lil Fabian, all them niggas done ran from me. I came up to High Park before they saw me with the book bag and got out of there. You see them niggas running, jumping in cars and shit. I came to pick my homie Zaytoven and my homie Josh and Isaiah from, I came to pick them up from school one day. I took the 63rd bus straight down to High Park and got off on at 63rd Hayes Beach and shit. I come into school with folks though. I got pipe in the book bag. I walk in their school with the pipe on type shit. Like, I walk around the whole High Park. Folks them we walk around that bitch. Folks them walking me around the school like, folks, we over here. Cause I walk right past security, walk right in school, book bag on my back, a whole pipe in that bitch. So I just came pick my homies up from school and shit. We got on the bus and shit. They asked, was running and shit. I'm like, why they running? A lot of niggas be running from me though. I don't know why they be running from me. Back then niggas used to run from me. I ain't even see niggas and they'll be running. I just look up like, you feel me? Like Lil Zay and all that be running. Like, what the fuck they running from me for? I just tried to introduce myself to Lil Zay. He ran from me. I'm damn. Like after a while, I guess that name started picking up. You feel me? Niggas started seeing me like, nah, folks changed. He ain't Kendall no more. He used to be YR Kendall. Well, now his ass a demon. Shorty, some changed. See something different. Yeah. So niggas just started seeing me like, shorty different. Nah, he ain't the same, folks.
Yeah.
But shit, that was the trench. Getting shot up, being locked up all that time. Like, niggas don't pull up my police videos when I was in the county. I was beating a lot of their ass. Like, you go pull my shit up in the county, they got good footage of me fucking niggas up in the county. Every time I go in that bitch, I'm beating shit for real. Like, I ain't really lost no fights, I could fight, folks. And that's when niggas, I used to fight my ass off, but Big Bro pulled me to the side like, you gotta stop fighting niggas. Niggas got guns now, folks. Niggas ain't fighting no more. Yeah. That's when I stopped fighting niggas, folks. But I used to be beating niggas' ass back in I'm little as hell. I used to beat their ass, folks.
I heard you mention the No Lacking videos. You mentioned that twice in our interview so far. So of course, you know, now I gotta ask, like, were you with Dre and Von when they was recording the No Lacking video when they called Kyro at McDonald's?
I was on the 9. We was all out there that day. It was Foden was doing that shit a lot though. So like that's when niggas really fell and realized like them just the videos that made the internet. We was really doing that shit every day though. Like any day we get bored, we'd be on the 9. Thick as hell. We out there deep as f. They never out there. They wasn't out there doing them years when the motherfucker was doing the No Lackings. So yeah, I was out there a few times, but I went on the cameras and shit doing that shit. But yeah, I was out there a lot for the No Lackings because we'd be doing that bitch. Like anytime we'd be on the block just bored, motherfucker be like, let's do a No Lacking, folks. And we just walk down there, walk the 9, walk all through that bitch. That's what we did for fun, folks. Catch one of the ops, punch one of the ops up, shit, type shit. So that's what niggas was doing. I was out there though, out there on the block every day. I was on the block for summers every day, folks. I just hit my crowd. I ain't fuck with everybody. I fuck who I fuck with.
So can you tell us from your perspective, in a PG-13 way, you know, you don't have to give us too many details, but like, you know, how did the beef between KTS and NoLimit start, you know, from your perspective?
Shit, my beef turned personal when I got into it with Lil Chris. Everybody else was like, it wasn't shit to me, but it was like, he started trolling me on the internet a lot. So like, when he found out I was KTS and all that shit, Mad Max just used to troll the fuck out of me all day. He'd jump on live or come in my DM just woofing like. Just when Mad Max found out who I was, he just started tweaking with me. He ain't like me because Max ain't like me, folks. But we had a chance to do something to Max. Max just we had plenty of time to kill Max. You feel me? And I think Max don't like me because I tried to kill him before. Before he shot me, I tried to kill him, but he seen my homie ain't one dead, and we let him walk off. And shit, ever since then, he been really trolling me like, yo, ass a bitch, like, woo woo. So like, he used to just inbox me and shit. But you know, that's cause his ass, I think he just knew I was trying to kill his ass before, and that's it. And then it's like, niggas really hate my music. Like, they hate that, like, y'all don't listen to my music, or the city, a lot of people don't listen to my shit, but the ops, they listen to my music. Like, they my biggest fans. Like, Kyro and them, they listen to every song I drop. Like, like the ops play all my music, folks. Like, and that's what you gotta know. Like, they banging all my shit. Like, cause they want to hear what I'm saying. They know I'm speaking trench for the lake, for the cuts. They know I'm talking that shit. So, the ops listen to my music. If don't nobody else listen to my shit, the ops do, for sure. They can tell you every song I drop.
Yeah, that's usually how it is in Chicago. Your ops definitely gonna be the first people tuning in because they want to see is you on that motherfucker.
I was in the county of like 2 of my ops. Then they tried to whoop me while I was in cuffs. I was in the cuffs, and I was in a hole and shit. Try to pop out the shower and snake me. He ain't do shit but pull my hair. He ain't even whoop me or nothing. He just pulled my hair and shit. Another one of the ops, I'm on the phone. He rushed me when I'm on the phone, back turn. Shit, rushed me into the phone and shit. But they was even saying it like, man, why you on Facebook arguing with my homie? Why you dropping this song, that song? Like, and you feel me? That's when I knew like, oh yeah, they really listen to my shit, folks. You feel me? Like, that's why they really mad.
Man, tell us though, like a crazy story about KTS Von, right?
Shit. I don't really got too many crazy stories about Von. I wasn't really hanging with Von like that. I hung with Dre more than Von.
Okay.
But shit, Von was really cool as hell. That's what niggas don't know. Like, Von was a chill ass nigga, folks. He wasn't really no rah-rah ass nigga, folks. Folks just was chill. Like the first time I really hung with Von, folks had a Pelly on and shit. He had the folks was fresh as hell and shit. We was on Mo Block and shit. And folks in them had basically pulled me in the bathroom, Dre and Von and shit, and put everybody else out the bathroom and shit. We just in there smoking and shit, getting high as hell. And then like Von and Dre was pretty much like trying to coach my Cutthroat type shit. Like, you feel me? Like, trying to tell me how to be Cutthroat or just get me on some way rougher shit. Like, you feel me? They wanted me to really turn up. You feel me? They like, fo, you got the shit, fo, turn the fuck up. You feel me? Like, phone them and be like, man, you gotta turn up, fo, yo ass. You got it, folks. Just go crazy. And that's pretty much why I started going real crazy. Like half the shit I do, because I know Von would have did it the way I did it. You feel me? So like, that's why I overput shit on my shit sometimes because of Von. You feel me? It's like, you feel me? I know how folks wanted me to do shit. Like, if niggas weren't talking to me, Von was talking to me. Folks would call my phone. We had like long ass conversations, like about the music shit and all that. Like, just how we wanted to do it or how we should do it and who I'm fucking with. Like, when Kevin Gates and all them was on my page, I was talking to Von though. Like, telling him like, man, Kevin, I'm showing Von everything. Like, Kevin Gates on my shit, 2 Chainz them on my shit. Ooh. You know, they took a bunch of my Instagrams. This like my 4th Instagram. So like, I done had Ludacris and them all on my shit. Like, Folk them great. Like I done hit the whole industry on my shit. Ghibli Kid, before they got the $1 million podcast and shit. Like I feel like I encouraged the nigga to start doing interviews and shit because when I met him, I gave him a bunch of questions like, what you think this should do or what? He basically Jay down like he doing $1 million worth of game. Like, man, we get niggas the game like this, But like, you ask, you want to be technical? I was one of the real Chicago niggas really talking to niggas outside of the city before niggas started really blowing up. Like Keith and all them, they was talking to niggas, but I was really, niggas was seeing my page and they was like, man, I want to know who the dude is because he really outside. You feel me? Like, if you go to my old pages, my shit was Cutthroat out. I got Dre them all on my shit. Von them all on my shit. Like I hear everything in the trench on my shit. So it was like, that shit was on the internet and they took all them pages. So it was like, shit, you can't see that shit. But if you see my old pages, that shit was, every day I was posting in the trap, smoking woods with folk them and all type of crazy shit. Like, those was my dogs, folk.
Yeah. Hey, the question I was trying to ask though earlier before I asked you about Gotti, you said you don't know who she is, but she had told us about how when she was, linking up with KTS, that she had to burn $1. Yeah. And so, like, what's the significance?
Oh, she burnt $1, she cut.
Yeah.
They made her burn $1, she cut, but it's different levels to this cut shit. Like, that's why I be trying to tell niggas, like, I'm Cutthroat, like, from the trench. Like, I'm really from the trench with this shit, really cut. Like, you gotta really know your shit to know who I'm is. Like, and if you know about Cutthroat, you go all the way back in time. I'm pretty much one of the front runners for this shit. Like, I actually helped put us on. You feel me? Like, I helped get our name out here for make us famous. Like, I had a big following before I flipped Cutthroat. Like, I was already doing music, everything. Like, I was already YR. If you go look at my old videos, I got following already. Motherfuckers already watching my shit. YR deals, all that shit. Like, I was dropping shit already, and I hear motherfuckers all out of town, Iowa and Minnesota and all these other cities really playing my music, folks. Like, before I was even, because that wasn't what I was pushing. I wasn't pushing this drill shit to niggas start, oh man, them niggas ain't from the trench, so we start having, that's when Chicago reverted and niggas like, we want to know about the drill shit. We want to know about the trenches. Keith and them made that shit hot. Well, motherfucker want to know about this killer shit. Like, before that shit, motherfucker wasn't giving a fuck about that shit. We was all in the studio trying to come up with hits. You feel me? Motherfucker was trying to make music. Motherfucker wasn't drill rapping and none of that shit. And them niggas started all that drill shit. And for a minute, I was on that fuck the drill shit. I ain't pushing no drill. I call my shit street talk. You feel me? Because I ain't want to push no drill shit. Because I'm like, that's they wave. That's BDs and the Stones wave. That's what they doing. I'm GD. I'm flip the whole thing. So I started the street talk, but niggas ain't give me my flowers for that shit for they like Morris told me, like personally, like, man, I'm not finna put you over Keith now. These niggas helping me eat. You feel me?
Well, that's Chief Keef DJ.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, because one day I was just thinking about that shit, like, damn, I've been fucking with you for years, and Morris, you ain't really never helped me push my shit up. None, folks. Like, what's to that shit, folks? And he just like, man, really told me, like, folks, them my niggas, them the niggas helping me eat money, get money type shit. So I'm not finna put you over them or push you harder than I push them. So it been fucking Morris since that.
Damn.
That's why I ain't never been on the radios and shit like that, because I started getting to it with all the DJs and all these, like, dude that run the radio station, what's his name, the old light-skinned nigga?
Which one? Which radio station?
92.3, who over there?
I don't know who the program director is, I'm sorry. What's
the nigga, man, that be always on the radio, be, whatever the dude is. I started hollering at all the DJs and shit, because I was like, I'm around you niggas, for why is y'all not pushing my shit? I'm not dropping no diss songs. I'm really dropping shit for the bitches. I'm dropping shit for the clubs. I'm dropping shit that you could really play, folks. Like, you ain't Morris the one that told me, like, man, you gotta make different type of music so we can play this shit. So I stopped really drill rapping out. That's how niggas took off on me with that drill shit. Cause while they was doing all this drill shit, I was doing melodic shit. I'm in there singing and shit and trying to make hits, and they keep switching the shit up under my feet. Then I'm catching cases coming back, niggas steady taking all my waves, you feel me? Like, I was the first Dirt. You want to be talking about Dirt? I was the first nigga doing that sound. That was my sound. You go back to my old music, that's all Day Line, all that shit. That's what I was doing, folks. I was singing, folks, before I was rapping. They switched me to drill rapping and tried to make me this. They tried to build my image like a killer, make me look like this crazy ass killer. You feel me? But really, I was the coolest nigga with this shit, and I wasn't never on no drill, rah-rah shit, no gangster shit, none of that shit. I was just a nigga you don't play with me, you feel me? But they painted me to be this killer and this drill ass nigga and rah-rah ass nigga. I'm cool as hell, folks. I'll smoke your ass if you play with me, but I'm really cool as fuck, folks. Like, I don't be tweaking with niggas on no lame ass shit, and I really don't give a fuck about no beef for real, you feel me? Like, that shit just come with this shit. Like when I spin, if I see something, these days, yeah, I'll take it down. But back in the day, I used to be like, I gave a lot of niggas passes, folks. Like a lot of niggas got passes from me, folks, that know I could have smoked their ass or got them killed. Like I gave niggas passes back in the day. Like now, can you get a pass? I'll probably not. Not why I got these switches and shit. I gotta tap you, let you know I ain't playing. Now I gotta tap you, because back then you thought I was playing. So now I gotta show you like I don't play for real, you feel me? So that's why you got people staying out my way. And niggas ain't trying to get close to me no more because they know Shorty keep a lot of guns and he gonna fuck some up. They know that. That's why when I spin niggas blocks, I be popping shit for real. Like they know.
KTS Dre was, gunned down on his way out of the Cook County Jail. Now this is something that we don't see happen often. But it happened to Dre. It also happened to Bobo from THF, right? What do you think would make someone wait outside of jail to commit that type of,
I mean, the county always been like that. Like, a nigga know you in jail and you one of the main faces, motherfucker catch you at the county. It always been like that. Like, it wasn't never nothing different. Like, since I was a shorty, I've been hearing niggas die in front of the county. Like, first it was just the Kings catching niggas and doing that to niggas coming out the county that they thought was GDs or Latin folks and shit. That's what they was doing when we was juvenile. When I was like 17, 18, 19, going to the county, that's what you had to worry about, getting out the county, like Kings and shit, to do something to you like that. So that basically was a play from the Kings book. You feel me? Like, oh yeah, we know this nigga in jail. And we could pinpoint the time and frame and hours he get out, we gonna catch him. Like that's, I mean, to the world it was like, oh, they did this shit in front of the jail, but that shit been going on, gang. That shit wasn't nothing spectacular or something, nothing major. It was just, you caught a nigga vulnerable, caught a nigga without it, caught a nigga where he couldn't blick back. You caught a nigga while he was out. You feel me? While he was down. Is that some gangster shit in my book? Nah, but Chicago.
So tell us where's your mental state nowadays? How is your mental health? You in your early 30s. You done been through a lot. You done lost a lot of homies along the way. So tell us, how's your mindset nowadays?
Shit, now I feel like the only thing can make it all better is money. Everything else that happened, gonna happen, and it happened. So it's like, shit, I lost all my people, my brothers and I lost, everybody dead. So it's like, shit, I gotta live for them. You feel me? And I lost all my best friends. So it was like, shit, niggas be like, why you don't be around niggas? All my best friends died when I was young. So it was like, shit, my first best friend was Nate. My second was Tyshawn. Third was Josh. Pasto was one of my best friends. Cause that's the first nigga I really talked to outside of my block. Like, these was niggas I built bonds with outside of the blocks. You feel me? It's like, then everybody ain't accept me on the lake. I got jumped on by a few of my homies growing up. You feel me? So it was like, shit, they don't accept this shit, but the Pasto was one of the few that was like, I got you, folks. If nobody else fuck with you, I fuck with you. You feel me? So it was like, shit. That's when it was like, shit, I felt comfortable on the lake knowing folks was right there, because folks, he kept the 40 on him, you feel me? So folks in my best interest. Folks used to always be like, man, folks, everybody fuck what they own with you, woo. Do this rap shit for the lake. Talking about, take off with this shit. You back here, you from where we from. What you mean? Them niggas can't tell you what you can do back here. And Pasto was really one voicing that shit, like putting that shit in my head, like, nigga, this your block too. This where you from too, nigga. Don't let no nigga tell you different, folks. You feel me? It's like, them with my homies that I really was consoled in growing up. So it was like, after all my homies really got out of there, folks, it's like, shit, I just feel back, you feel me? Like, I'm seeing niggas die, but then it's like, shit, the gangster in me, the killer in me, like, all right, it's time to turn up. You feel back long enough. You got your funds up. You got your guns up. You situated. Go get them niggas. And that's where my mind be at. You feel me? But it's like, now I be like, I got power, I need more. You feel me? I need more power, folks. And that's why I want more power. You feel me? Because I feel like with the deals them niggas got, I could change the trenches. I could make all this shit different. You feel me? Like, they got this shit, and you see how it's been ran. It's been ran like this for years now. Ain't shit changed. Am I gonna change something? I feel like I'm a real Chicago baby, so I know where to start. I know how to make shit different. I know how to really get to the source. You feel me? So now it's like, even the playing field. You even the playing field, don't want nobody won't smoke. But if you feel like you got the ups on me and you got a better chance, you gonna take that. Cause you know what, if they get right, they gonna come through you like that. So if it's all even, everybody gonna be stationed. Ain't no motherfucker gonna move. Motherfucker gonna stay back, you feel me? And I'm one of them niggas that could go to these blocks and personally talk to niggas and really pull up, you feel me? I just need the right shit around me. Cause you can't trust nobody. It's still Chicago, but I know how to really handle this shit, for like this my city, for I really know how to get to the source, folks. And niggas be doing all this lame ass pushing piece shit and all this shit on the internet. That shit ain't gonna change shit in real life. In real life, this shit still fucked up. That shit look good for the internet, but you get off the internet, all that shit out the window. Motherfucker on what? For half the niggas I know don't even be on the internet. You feel me? I know killers don't even look at don't even got a Facebook, got an Instagram, and they been drilling and selling drugs their whole life, doing the same shit they been doing their whole life. Niggas down there 40. Ain't changed, you feel me? And they ain't on no internet. My homies never liked me on the internet. They used to always get off the internet, folks. Turn that shit off, folks. That we go in the trap, with my brother and them, but they turn that shit off, folks. Don't turn no lives on around us, folks. Don't turn none of that shit on around us. My brother hated the internet, KY. Hated that shit, folks. And that was me trying to make a way for us though. I was like, for this internet gonna pop off one day, y'all playing, y'all last. Why they mad and shit around this bitch trapping and shit, I'll go in the corner or something, turn the camera off on me. Bitch, y'all wanna gang bang, do that shit. I'm right here with all pipes and shit, smoking woods and shit. I'm like, this shit gonna pop off one day. And I used to tell niggas like, this internet gonna rock this bitch. Y'all gonna be mad. My homies today be like, damn, for you was right about that internet shit, you feel me? So it's like, shit, that shit showing, but you know, that money gotta kick in, you feel me? So I can really show niggas like, I ain't been doing this shit for no reason, you feel me?
Yeah. Hey, so when we hear G Herbo yelling out Pasto in his songs, so that's like a trolling ad lib?
You know that. That's like how we say Kobe, how we say they dead homies. Like, they say our dead homies, you feel me? We say J-Pack, motherfuckers, they say shit about us, you feel me? Like, yeah. It's back and forth, like.
No, I get it.
It's just op packs. Niggas call them op packs. So
I get it.
Trying to make my homies ops, packs and shit, type shit.
With you know, being GD from over east, and you know, we've discussed, you know, the early drill days with Chief Keef and, you know, G Herbo, Lil Bibby. Can you tell us the impact that Lil Jojo had in the early drill days, you know, especially for the GDs?
So you gotta understand, Lakeside headquarters for the GDs. When I was GD, I was young. I was young GD. So when I first hit the county, that's when niggas pushed that shit on me like, oh, you from over there, woo, here. You GD, just take these pieces, take this, run with it, woo. But I never liked it, that shit. Like, I never really was with that shit. Like, yeah, I did it because I'm a street nigga and it taught me a lot, you feel me? But my real shit came with KTS. You feel me? My real street shit came with Cutthroat. Like, that was the movement I was more with. Cause I felt like I don't know Larry personally. I don't know them niggas personally. Like, I don't know King Shorty, none of them. I don't know the Box Deal them. I don't know none of that shit. When I grew up, it was BDGDN. So it was like niggas was getting that BDK, but they wasn't. Niggas was still 111. So it was like 09, it was still count and shit like that. So niggas was still on count together. But through it all, I did the counts. I jailed and I did it all like gangster. You feel me? But that never was really where my heart was at with that gangster shit. Like, I never would have really got behind none of that shit if I wasn't a young nigga just dumb to the streets. But you know, I learned that shit, learned the laws of politics, set forth about the chairman and shit like that. And just, you know, it governed me as a young nigga. What you feel me? It wasn't governing the streets. So when I got in the streets, it was like, okay, I'm in a GD hood, I'm a GD, but this shit ain't adding up to what the GD shit means. So it was like, all right, we cut those folks. You feel me? That's when we getting that GDK, BDK.5. So it was like, I was more with that shit, like, I fuck with this shit type. Like, you feel me? Like, then we got our own blocks for this shit. And it was like, yeah, I could do the Cutthroat shit. I don't honor nothing. I don't like honoring shit. You feel me? But it's like, I'm always be a gangster at heart. But, you know, the Cutthroat shit came before all that shit because that was our wave. You feel me? That's what's in my neck. You don't say no 6-point stars on me.
Right.
Well, no.
But I was asking about the impact that Lil Jojo had.
Jojo impact was pretty much like, it ain't affect us. It affected 69, where he was from. But shit, it ain't affect me. I know Jojo personally. Like, shit, we got into it. We're gonna be technical, but we ain't getting into it. But you know, we had words. But Jojo didn't affect us. Period. We from 79. He from 69.
So how you and Jojo get into it? And he was like way younger than you at the time, right?
But Jojo was tough as hell. I think Jojo about the same. He around my age. He ain't that younger. How old Jojo is? He about Jojo up there.
I don't think Jojo was born in 91.
He was born what?
94.
90, right. So he like 28, 29.
Okay, right. We're around the same age.
Yeah, he around that age, but like, so if I'm 3 years older than him, he was tough as hell then. You feel me? Cause like,
That happened in what, 2012?
yeah.
I was 22.
September 2012.
He born like 94.
Yeah, cause his little ass, when I first met him on Yale, cause you know, we heard that, I heard they said this nigga named TF Mansky, what's his name? T-Ski?
Right. They
say his brother is Scully TV.
Okay.
And I used to hang with Scully TV a lot.
Okay, but hold on, before I just want to fact check, because Jojo was killed when he was 18.
He was 18?
Yeah.
Damn, so he was that old? I didn't even know he was 18. Yeah, so he was, and that was 13?
In 2012, he was 18.
He was 18?
Yeah.
So in 2012, that's probably the year we got into it because he was arguing with me and shit. I was on 69 trapping and shit, so I used to see Block Burner and Jojo World. And well, before they was Jojo World, they was Brick Squad, Block Burner. And I used to always be running across them niggas because they used to be trapping and shit. I mean, they used to be seeing me trapping shit on 69th all the time. I used to be at the red line, or I'd be on 71st on the one, or I'd be right on Wabash on DOD block. So I'd be either trapping through that bitch all day. So we was trapping through DOD and them shit. Bashville. That's the little BDs, they into it. But we was really in the middle of they shit, trapping they shit out for real. Like weed, whatever you needed, we had that shit. Like, so
Word.
That's how I really was getting in tune with all them niggas. Like I say, I met Scully TV. And Scully TV that's who I met. I met him on Damon. You feel me? I stayed on 70 for Damon for a minute with my uncle shit. And I had met Scully, and then me and Scully started going down the Block Burner, Tay City. And we'd be in Tay City and shit. And before we'd just be out there kicking in and shit. He was shooting dice one day and shit. And I walk up shooting dice and we arguing and shit. We get to arguing. I'm sure your little ass a sweet stain in the lick on 4th grade. He getting that. On our key ain't none of that. Whoa. You know how niggas be, man. On our key ain't none of that. He get tough as hell. Shorty, you tough as hell, boy. Calm your goof ass down. 4th getting that. He, what you talking about? Nigga, I'm Jojo. I'm alright, shorty, on why y'all fucking talking about? I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, boy. Your ass tweaking, boy. I ain't from over here, Scud. Like, you feel me? And folks jump in the middle at Scully, like, boy, y'all ass tweaking. We all the guys, folks. You feel me? And shit, he ended that shit.
Yeah.
And shit, after that, I synced his ass a few more times. And shit, he died after that, though. But, like, I ain't never really kicking with nobody like that over there. Except my homie, Greek Ball, that was doing the beats and shit.
Who would you say is the biggest GD rapper to come out of Chicago?
Biggest GD rapper? Ruger.
Okay.
He
the one that
he pushing the
officially
GD.
left the GDs in the
He
dope.
pushing the GD shit.
Right.
Oh, Debo, he pushed that shit. I don't know too many GD rappers though. I don't know too many niggas GD. Like, I mean, I know hoods that's GD, but you go to them hoods, them niggas don't be GDs no more. So it's like, I don't know what niggas is, folks.
Yeah.
But GD, the Ruger nigga, he the only nigga I heard push that GD shit like that. That the GDs in the dough type shit.
Yeah, and it was the trend, you know, it was a GDK trend. I don't be hearing as much as I did like probably a couple years ago. But yeah.
Yeah, that's what really made me turn my GD up when niggas started GDKing. I got on that GDK shit too hard. I get that. I don't like that shit. Y'all niggas talking about y'all GDK. And I ain't like it at the time because it kind of governed me. So it was like, yeah, I'm an indecisive ass nigga when it comes to folks, the GD shit. It's like, if I see you disrespecting that shit, I might say something, but I never really cared. Like, you feel me? It's kind of weird.
Like, not for real type shit.
Yeah, but if I see you just overly just trying to go on folks and them and disrespect folks, I'm gonna be like, yo ass tweaking, boy, calm your ass down. Like, I was just in jail, niggas getting that GDK, ooh, cause they know I ain't give a fuck. But then some days I'll be like, hey, Scud, hey, you in? Stop playing with phone them. You hear me? And motherfucker be like, my bad, folks. Like, woo, woo. Like, yeah, folks. I'm still under that creed, folks. But don't tweet, folks. You hear me?
What'd you say? Don't take it too far.
Yeah, you could play with that shit a little bit. Don't over disrespect folks and them. I ain't finna let you do that. I'm still one of them at heart. You feel me? But you know, I don't really say too much because I'm really all that shit. I'm BDK that fire too, so it's like I don't care about that shit. We use the first BDK niggas for real. You want to be technical, so
I ain't gonna lie, bro. We got to get you on the push and peace movement. You too old to still be gangbanging.
I don't gangbang.
You just said you BDK, GDK, .5. You gangbanging like a motherfucker to me.
That's the way of life though. In the rap,
That's the way of life.
That's just what it is. Ain't no nigga gangbanging. You can go anywhere you want and say GDK, BDK, .5 now. Ain't no gonna say none of you. What they gonna say?
Shit.
What you gonna where you could go and nigga you say what you want to say. Ain't nobody gonna tell you nothing. You a gangster. I mean, I'm telling you about the past. You feel me?
Right.
This ain't going on right now.
Okay, cool.
I'm somewhere in a condo, feet up, chilling.
Right. Okay, well, that sounds better.
But you know, it's an interview, so I'm gonna tell you about the facts of this shit, the history of this shit.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I
appreciate
all of it.
Don't ever think this is my everyday life and this is what I got going on. And, no, I ain't gonna say I ain't playing offense right now. Before I got locked up, I was though. You go on them lives and shit, you'll see me hunting and shit. But now I'm like, yeah, before I gotta try to, cause I got a different perspective of life now. It's like, shit, you gotta leave something out here before you go, shorty. So it's like, I want to leave some shit out here, like, cause the only thing a motherfucker gonna do when you die is remember you. You feel me? So you gotta make a motherfucker remember you type shit. And I want motherfucker to remember me for certain shit. Like, you know, I'm at that point now. Like, what I'm gonna make them remember me for? You feel me?
I like that.
And that's what I'm thinking about now. Like, they gotta think about me for something more than just drill. I want them to see me as a cool ass young nigga that survived the trenches, man.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
made it out this shit, folks. But I gotta make it out first. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's it.
And you know, due to the fact that you have, like I said, lasted this long, you know what I'm saying? You know where we from, bro. If you run the streets, you'll be happy to see 21. You know what I'm saying?
You know that.
So can you tell us like some keys to survival here in Chicago?
You gotta close that back door. That's what I tell niggas all the time. Like, I can help you close that back door. I'm him. You want me to close that back door for you, you gotta be ready to listen. And it's gonna require a lot. You're gonna have to stop doing a lot of shit you doing right now if you want me to close your back door. But, you know, a lot of niggas I told gave that offer before. I said, you want me to close that back door? They laughed it off, and now they did. So it's like, I could have closed that back door, but you ain't let me. So it's like, the back door easy to close. It's just niggas don't want to close it. They just leave it open. It just be slinging. My brother died back door. He left it open. I tried to close his back door. He didn't want to close. He left it open. Niggas just leave it swinging in Chicago. That's what they do. They leave the back door open.
Close that back door. Can't get snaked by my homie.
Yeah, niggas leave that back door open. Dirk or Goofy. He said, let the whole nigga back door him. He right around. That shows you where his street mentality was at. For you to let nigga get you in that position and you supposed to be so big, show you ain't a real street nigga. You wasn't supposed to never go like that. But you know, certain niggas ain't real street. They ain't certain morals they ain't got. Niggas ain't taught them that. Like, certain shit you supposed to learn from your homies. Like, and certain shit you supposed to learn from experience. But you being on the top for so long, you ain't experienced certain shit.
Definitely oblivious to a lot of things, for sure.
Yeah, but when you ain't oblivious, you pay attention to that shit. When you stuck, you get niggas forget Dirk old days, how he was before he blew up. He was still on, and he was still in the trench. But you know, he wasn't in the trenches, but he was on for a minute. He started talking that shit he was talking till he got that real money. You feel me? That's why I say it's good. You go see different levels of Chicago niggas once they get that money. You feel me? Like, put some money in my head, you gonna see a broad ass me. And the money them niggas got, like Herb and all them, they got money. And that shows you what type of niggas they is. They not really with this shit. They really don't, they don't change the face of this shit. They don't change no perspectives or none of that. If you'd have put Kyro in her position, you'd have seen a different ballgame.
Tell us. No, for real. That's interesting that you said that, especially with you being from the opposing side. But what do you mean by that? If Kyro was in her position, things would be different. Like, can you elaborate on that for us, please?
You know, Herb, he got to the money and shit. But his effect don't affect the trenches. It don't affect the niggas that's really on them blocks. That's standing on them blocks for real. Cause like, you been out here, you been in the game for a minute, shorty. You ain't changed shit. Everything you doing, you been doing since you been in there. And you scared of your homies. You don't go around folk now. You ain't really playing them trenches like that. I see a video with them West and shit. You ain't going to them trenches getting up with them killers, folk. Them the niggas you supposed to be out here on the block rapping with. If you talking this gangster shit, you feel me? But if that was Kyro, you would see all the real niggas, all the real killers around 24/7. You just see grade A niggas with Herb. You feel me? You don't see niggas that's really in them trenches. You feel me? Shorty them in the trenches fucked up for real. Trench gang fucked up for real. Yeah, they get a little guns and more little falls here and there, but they really still, they fucked up. They still in the trench. Them niggas can't go live all day and stand on blocks all day. And them boys still in the trench and they still got killers at their neck. So you don't change that. I think your homie Kyro had a whole interview about that shit.
Yeah.
He did a whole interview about that shit.
He did.
You don't change shit in the trench, folks. That means you ain't no real member, folks. Like me, that's how you know I'm a real member, because if I eat, you go see them faces you supposed to see. You go see the Johnny Cages, the reals. You go see the Lakers. You feel me? You gonna see the Lil Johns and shit like that. You gonna see the motherfucker Hill real. And I'm gonna bring them killers out. Them killers I'm gonna bring out. You go see them niggas. I'm not gonna hide for them if I get on. No, cause this they shit. They supposed to be on top of this shit too. You feel me? Like these niggas that really put in work. You gonna see my big homie them when I get eat. You gonna see for them diamond down. You gonna see them killers for you supposed to see when it's time. You feel me? Guess it ain't time, but you gonna see them niggas. I'm gonna bring them out. I'm not gonna, like them real Lakers, I could bring them out. Yeah. You gonna see Big Sean and them if I get on. You feel me? Whether they like me or not. But you put me in position, I'm putting that shit in their hands. Cause that's what the fuck I'm doing it for. I did it for them. You feel me? So my whole objective is, if I was Herb, give it to them. You ain't putting them on where you supposed to put them at. Lil Wet, I'd have hit him on top. Cause that's my homie. And that's where he won from. Everywhere I go, he would have been with me. You feel me? Like, I wouldn't have hit him in the trenches, riding around with no switches, or risking his life, folks. Why?
What's your thought?
I'd have found a way. I'd have made a way. I'm in LA. Let me find a trap, put folks in me, and get them the fuck out the trench. You feel me? That's a real nigga. You left your homie, you gave him a switch and told him to go slide? Like, wow, fuck. That shit ain't
so what
cool.
were your thoughts when the internet footage or the video footage came out on the internet of Mad Max telling on Hell Rail on his deathbed?
That fucked me up because folks was gangster. He was a real killer, folks. So it was like, once I seen that shit, I'm like, boy, you niggas in Chicago just different, folks. Y'all just ain't real. Y'all ain't right, folks. Like, that's some deep shit to die and tell on a nigga. Like, and after doing so much you did, like all the shit you did to us, folks. You feel me? Like, shorty, you got wild, folks. Like, you feel me? I thought he was gonna go out like a gangster for you to get on that bunk and tell on the motherfucker right before you check, though. Like, you just killed your whole gangster shit. Like, all the shit you did, nigga gonna forever question. Like, damn, that nigga was a whole bitch the whole time doing that shit. Like, and it make us sick too, cause it's like, damn, this nigga was a hoe like that, and we let him do that, what he did. We let him get wild like he got wild. That shit crazy.
And even though Kyro one of your ops, I could tell you down there got some respect for him.
No, I don't respect Kyro P.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Kyro none. I don't respect dude none whatsoever.
Oh.
I just think he funny. His ass goofy though. I never, like, you feel me? I never really take him serious. I really just want to beat his ass for playing with my name like that. You feel me? Like, but he ain't no real nigga, no factor to me. I mean, you know, motherfucker heard he'd shoot a gun and shit like that, but you know, who wouldn't if they in a position to die? You feel me? So like, it's like, shit. That shit never really mattered, folks. It's like that shit, you just doing the shit you gotta do to survive. So it's like, I know you ain't over gangster. I really just got on his ass because you trolling us too hard. And it's like, you ain't even like that for real. Like, to be trolling us. Like, you know what we do. You know what we'll do to you, boy. Stop playing. And it's like, shit, on the internet, you a troll. So it's like, folks them look at him like a comedian. So like, all my homies, they be like, folks just be on there being funny. He don't be on shit. Like, folks them look at him like a comedian. These come words from the trench. These words from the killers. They look at him like a comedian. They don't look at him like no threat, none of that shit. And they still tap that noggin if they see him. So it's like, stop trolling, gang. Be a real nigga and try not to die like Red Max. Don't go out like him. And all them niggas still, niggas still kill about him. Niggas still want to war about him. That's what's crazy. Why is you trying to give your life up for a rat? That you know a rat? That shit deep.
Yeah, they don't play about C Money.
That shit deep. Why? And he told him he died, and he watched this shit on the interview. You watched this shit. I see niggas got them tatted all in their face, all type of shit. Heard when he got a chain made after the nigga. You niggas crazy, bro. On some real street shit, that shit not street. That shit like saying like, that shit just, like that shit weird, folks. Like, how you gonna claim y'all repping this street shit to the fullest? Y'all on straight street shit. Y'all in straight gang mode. How you gonna not speak on that shit up? Or make that shit known like we love shorty folk, but we can't rock out with that shit on some real street shit. And now you making this shit look cool for the next generation or the next niggas to do it. Now you got niggas going to jail, telling and killing willingly. You got niggas out here telling and going to jail right now because they ain't seen real niggas do it. I mean, supposed to be real niggas do it. Feel me? These niggas, I just left the county, all type of niggas killing and telling. I'm like, y'all doing this shit like it's normal now. So that means it's definitely seeping through the pores of the streets because the niggas doing it more now than ever. Now niggas checking out, they tell them. Niggas catch a body, they tell them. Like, and that's how this street shit got though. I already knew it was gonna get like this. This shit don't surprise me. None of this shit. All this shit happening like it's supposed to happen. You feel me? I ain't think I was gonna be the one to talk about the shit though. Getting on platforms like this and speak on this shit. Like, I ain't think I was gonna make it to 30. So when I turned 30 in the trench, I was like, damn, what I supposed to do next? I was like, what the fuck I supposed to do next, folks? Like, I had to real life I had an epiphany. I had to real life like reanalyze life. Like, damn, so you still here, folks? This shit really that, folks. You made it through all these years. Folks, I had so many dark days, so many dark years, I had years I couldn't even speak. Like years I couldn't even talk, folks. You feel me? Like, just because the shit that was going on around me, I had to shut the fuck up and just drill. You feel me? Like niggas don't know them days. Like, it was dark, folks. And like, when it was dark like that, folks, it was like, shit, I ain't see the light. You feel me? Nigga, I had nights niggas was hunting me down, like, blowing every spot down everywhere I went. Every time I walked, nigga was shooting it up. Like, them days niggas don't remember, folks. Like, when I was out there fucked up, homeless, living crib to crib, motherfucker, couch to couch. That shit was dark, folks. Like, you feel me? I had to make a way, folks. So, like, this trench shit real in Chicago. If nobody got no love for you, folks, you ain't got no real family, ain't come from no real family and shit, boy, this shit tight on, boy, your ass gonna be outside. Fuck you talking about. And I'm one of the ones that ain't got no real family like that. My family, shit, we wasn't never together type shit. Like, we always been apart. So, like, when it get hard for me, I gotta start from the streets. All over. Like, when it's over with, I gotta go back to the block, trap. I gotta go back to where I started at every time. But I guess that's a good thing when you from the trench. You could always go back to where you started. Shit, get to it. You know what I'm talking about? But when it get ugly, folks, I gotta go back to the block. That's the real reality of a Chicago street nigga, folks. When we fall off and get fucked up, we gotta go back to where we started. That's the block. And that's why you see a lot of niggas on the block still, even at their age. Like, the block. That's how we got it. The block's like 9 to 5s out here. Always been, always gonna be. You feel me? And just cause you won't like it, how I look, and you a grown man outside of it working and got a 9 to 5, you might look at a street nigga like, this nigga 50 on the block still. That's his only way. Nigga got a whole police record where he can't get a job like you, nigga. You feel me? He can't go work a 9 to 5 like you, nigga. That nigga been in this shit his whole life, folks. And unfortunately, I fall in that position too. I'm one of them niggas, real street niggas. It's hard for us to get 9 to 5 working, play that clock and shit, knowing what we came through. We had to put in work to be able to seal drills on these blocks. We had to do a lot to even do what we doing. You feel me? Now you got niggas making a way out. I had a lot of homies go to work and still play the block. You feel me? I told them that shit wasn't gonna work, but the ones that went out of town and did it, it worked. You feel me? But in the city, Chicago, shit not gonna work. You in the trench, this shit not gonna work.
Yeah. Man, I appreciate you sharing your story with us this afternoon, and I appreciate your mature perspective on things. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
What I'm hearing from you is self-awareness. Like, you're aware of what's going on around you. You're aware of the type of lifestyle you live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I appreciate that, bro. I'm glad we was able to talk, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like, you know, we should be able to do this again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I mean, you know, as long as it's comfortable, I don't got ain't nothing comfortable in Chicago, but as long as it's legit, I'll slide.
Well, I'm glad you made yourself comfortable on our couch. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Your seating position is a first. But before we leave, bro, can you leave a message for the youth?
Shit. Which ones? The ones that's already positively living or the ones that's in the streets?
The ones that's in the streets.
Get out of them. If you ain't no blood on your hands, get out the way. Leave that shit alone, man. If you ain't got no blood on your hands, get out the way and leave that shit alone. That's it.
Well, there y'all have it, man. KTS Royal, DJ UTV. Shout out to Wordty Productions. Shout out to Loose Leaf. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Roy, you stay out of jail, man. Stay out of trouble, man. Keep your head high. Stay dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Switchy button, boy. You already know that.
DJ, you go crazy.